Detroit shining brightly tonight. What a look at the Motor City from just across the river. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Detroit, it's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. And, of course, New York, 2 spots down.
And I think for the Pistons, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Oh, we all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Reggie Bullock. Taj Gibson is out there with Randall. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Barrett at the 2 spot. And for Detroit, Doumbouya is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Maker. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 guard. And so off the tip, it's New York. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in LA and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Randall with the bucket.
Hey, the key is confidence, which is exactly what Randall displayed there, taking and connecting.
Here's Rose, and it's blocked. And it's Randall, top of the key. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Outside Gibson. Pass to Barrett. Trying to get open is Randall. And Barrett gets it to go.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
That's tipped. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Payton, and Payton throws it down hard.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see. That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randall's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
Here's Barrett. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Passes it to Snell. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Rose. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5 from outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that three when he's got some daylight.
And there's the pass to Randall. Payton outside. Back to Randall. And it's blocked. Outside Rose. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Barrett is running. And that one, good. Barrett's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The kick out to Rose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. Now let's take a second to bring up our rookie leaderboard for a glance at this year's top first-year free throw shooters. 5th is R.J. Barrett.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And here's Rose outside. Connects from three-point range. Rose has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pistons. And here's Bullock. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Payton.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Yeah, Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Here's Rose. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Randall, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's just a strong upper body. Randall converts through contact. Now he's going to go to the line.
The Knicks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
One shot.
When you look at the way the all-star teams are selected, Chris, anything that you would change about this process?
No, I just want to make sure that we keep the integrity of the game. You know, in baseball, you don't say, we don't have good center fielders this year, so we'll put in another third baseman. That right. Never happens. So we need to keep the integrity of position. It needs to be 2 guards, 2 forwards, and 1 center. I didn't like the center being taken out of the starting lineup. And after that, you can have as many guards or forwards that you want, but I think we need to be represented by 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center because that's the starting positions on NBA teams.
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
And he makes that one. And that's now 11 points for Julius Randle.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Maker. And Gibson sends it back.
And Gibson just out here to play hard defense, showing great awareness coming up there with that block.
And Gibson sends it back. And they're able to recover. Randle with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando.
And his impact wasn't just on offense. He played great D, blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game. Defensively,
giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Doumbouya. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Doumbouya's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And the basket by Maker. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 9-point game. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be